Hey everybody, it's Dave Bolduc with Dow Della Valley. I just got finished with some training at the association out here in Guilford. Just wanted to talk a little bit about appraisals. So 3 things you should know about when you're buying a house that have to do with appraisals. The first thing is, what is it? When does it happen? And what can the third thing is, what are the results? What do you have to worry about? Hey Brian, how you doing? So let me tell you a quick story to tell you the story. So I just closed on a house with a client who was buying over by Quinnipiac, and the house, it needed a little bit of work. So we did some negotiating and got a really good price. When they did the appraisal after we got the contract written down and signed off, the appraisal came back $20,000 more than what we were paying for it. So that was a great job, patting my back there, but it was a great job doing the negotiation and getting a good deal for the client, because that $20,000 is instant equity for them. So that's the appraisal is when a professional licensed appraiser, hey Billy, how you doing, comes in and takes a look at your property, and they have a whole set of processes that they go through. They compare your property to other like properties, they call them comparables, in the area. They also do a as-built, or what it would cost to replace it, a replacement value. And then if it's an investment property, they can also do an income analysis. And they put a number on it. They say, this is what this property is worth. Why is that important? The bank wants to know, I'm lending this money to this person who's buying this house. Is the house worth it? Because I'm taking that as collateral. I'm backing up the loan with that property. So if I loan $200,000, but the house is only worth $100,000, then I'm at risk for $100,000. I don't want that. So that's what an appraisal is. It's done fairly late in the process. So typically you're going to find a house, you're going to negotiate a contract, then you're going to have a home inspection. We already talked about home inspections. They're going to come through, take a look, see where the issues are. Hopefully you don't have any, but there's always something. Then there's some negotiation after that, where you may change the price or agree to some kind of repairs, things like that. Then an appraisal comes in, or an appraiser comes in, and they do the appraisal. Now that's paid for by the buyer. So you usually want to wait until after the inspections to make sure that there's no issues that are going to kill the deal. So that's something that your realtor and your lender should be working with you on, to make sure that you're not spending money on an appraisal if the inspection is going to kill the deal. There's something wrong with the house. So that's when it happens. And then what are the outcomes? Well, there's 3 outcomes. The first outcome is that, like I told you in the story I just gave you, you get an appraisal that's higher than what you're paying. That's great, because now you have instant equity in your house. The second is that it matches up. That's fairly common, that you're going to be within a few thousand, really close to what you're paying for the house. And that's good, because you'll get the loan, but according to the appraisal, there's not a lot of equity there. The third situation is the appraisal comes in below what you have agreed to for the house. Well, that can be a problem, because the bank's not going to loan for that kind of money. So then you have to come up with a solution. So I had a house up in Northford that I sold. The appraisal came in $3,000 below what we had agreed to for the contract price. At that point, we had to have a negotiation. The seller was ready to give up that $3,000 to get the sale done and move on. That's what ended up happening. You could have a situation where the buyer brings more money to the table. There's different opportunities there, but at the end of the day, you have to close that gap between what the appraisal is, hey Mason, how you doing, and what the purchase price is. So that's a little bit on the appraisal. It's something that's paid for by the buyer for the bank, in order to make sure that the bank is protected when they loan that money on that house. So if you have any questions, if you need any help, please give me a call, 203-464-1479. Looking forward to helping you out. You have a great day.